Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to another GTA discussion video. So the Nightclubs DLC has officially been announced now. It is called After Hours and it will be released on the 24th of July, so this coming Tuesday. It looks like a fairly expansive update, but what I want to do in this video is just have a look at a few screenshots, and specifically those screenshots relating to vehicles, because obviously that's what I do on this channel. Before we get into the vehicles though, the trailer does mention about bringing in your other businesses, running your other businesses, and it does seem like a business consolidation aspect is going to be part of this DLC, and you can see that in one screenshot where you've got some free trade shipping company boxes and things like that. So it will be interesting to see what is involved in that. We've also got a screenshot of a garage, whether that will be additional garage space for personal vehicles, which probably is more likely, or it's going to be sort of another vehicle warehouse again as part of this business consolidation thing. I'm not sure, but it does look kind of like it will be more personal space, which is something people have been wanting, especially with the B2 in the background suggesting that this is one floor of many, just like office garages are. Also in this screenshot we do see a brand new vehicle. It looks like a Jaguar D-Type, which is going to be interesting. There's obviously going to be a lot of new vehicles as part of this DLC. I'll talk in a future video about my testing and all that kind of stuff and where I'm going to be going with that, but obviously there's going to be no mainline testing videos until this DLC has been released, and then it all gets sorted out. So yeah, we've got that. We've got a screenshot of the Patriot stretch, which, of course, they were going to add a Patriot stretch to this DLC. We also have a little bit of a section with what looks like it's going to be the Pounder Custom. So, of course, they released a few more commercial vehicles just after I've done the commercial vehicles testing video. But yeah, the Pounder Custom, we'll see how that does in the testing. But that might not be a priority to get tested. And we've also got this sort of weird school bus type thing that also has speakers. It's basically just a school bus full of speakers. Whether that's just a prop or whether that will be drivable, who knows. There's also little snippets in various parts of the trailer containing various other vehicles, sort of more weaponized stuff, but you can't really see the full thing, so I'm not really going to focus on it. But the main thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is that the Jester Classic seems like it is going to get a bit of a makeover. It's going to be redone. Obviously, the Jester Classic was released with the San Andreas Super Sport Series update, but it hasn't officially been released in-game, and there was a lot of criticism about it because of the problems that it has, various model issues, and it looks like the reason that they haven't released that and they didn't release it with the other Sports Classics cars is because they're going to redo it. You can see on the screenshot, and I'll also show you a screenshot that's brightened up a bit and zoomed in, because that's what I use for the thumbnail as well for this video. And it seems like it's going to at least get some liveries, maybe some body panels, maybe different variations that just weren't there on the original one. The Jester Classic that came with the Southern San Andreas Super Sport Series update was so bland. So we'll see the extent of the fixes to the Jester Classic. We'll also have to see the extent of maybe the fixes to the cars in general from that update, whether they'll change anything about them with the handling flags. Also, we'll see, whether they actually, because in some angles of the Jester Classics in this trailer, it kind of looks like the logo on the back is the Dinka logo, which is what it originally was. But in some angles, for example, the orange Jester Classic on the left kind of looks a little bit like a Karen logo, which Karen is the GTA version of Toyota. So we'll see whether it's just adding a couple of liveries, adding a couple of body modifications, or whether they're actually going full out, maybe putting it into the regular sports class instead of Sports Classics, or changing the brand entirely to make it make more sense. Having a Dinka Jester Classic made no sense because that was essentially a Honda Supra. It's a Toyota Supra in real life. So we'll see the extent of the changes that they make, but it's clear that they have held off with the Jester Classic to release it with this update, and it is going to be at least a little bit different. It's going to have some more modifications to it, and then we'll see what they do with it beyond that. But yeah, I just wanted to go over those few screenshots quickly. Like I said, the full trailer is linked down below. It's pretty fun trailer, you know. Gay Tony is back and Laszlo is in at the end with his usual funny lines. So it's a pretty good trailer. I'm excited for the DLC. We'll see what it brings. I will be streaming on the morning of the DLC on the 24th. But yeah, I'll talk about that in a future video. So that's pretty much it for this one. Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments, obviously. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.